I set out when I was in my early 40s with one key question on my mind that drove me day and night for many years.
Hmm.
What is the truth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was hit by it. I like, the biblical smote. I was smitten.
Okay, I am Brady Springer. I'm here with James Waite, and we are just having an informal conversation about non-duality, life, living, truth, the universe, and anything that comes up. So here we go. What we were just chatting about, I guess, knowing and not knowing. And I was saying that I feel like knowing something, although it grants a sense of security, in my opinion, it also has a sense of it's stifling, I guess, is kind of the way it feels. It feels kind of frozen, or it feels kind of like I said the word entrapment. It's like entrap. You're kind of trapped in it. Oh, I know this, therefore, whatever else is out there can't be true. So you can't learn anymore. I mean, I feel like learning has to begin with I don't know. That's m- that's my sense of it, is like if I know, that's kind of the ceiling. I'm at the top, right? Like you can't go anywhere from there.
Yes, and the hint that we get in knowing is we'll say the shadow of a doubt.
Mm,
Uh, we have even when we think we know, we're always kind of believing desperately, reinforcing it, asking folks what they think. So it's like the formation and maintenance of,
right.
of a knowing package of a me that knows.
Right. And this kind of subtle seeking for outside validation happens, I feel like, and insecurity around people who challenge that idea, and defensiveness and like, well, I don't know if I should talk to you if you don't really believe the thing
Believe.
that's, yeah, the believe the thing that's really true, right? Because you'll deceive me, right? You'll pull me into this non-truth, which is not good or not healthy or not right. And who knows what happens then, but it's not good, right?
Not good, not good. And I set out when I was in my early 40s with one key question on my mind that drove me day and night for many years.
Hmm.
What is the truth?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was hit by it. I like, the biblical smote.
Mm.
I was smitten by this inner speculation and looking about and saying, what's the truth? What's going on here? And
Mm.
it became like an obsession,
Mm.
but a good one because I recognize now that it was, how would I say, my inner self urging to crack like a chick, to crack
Oh,
its container,
right.
pecking in the inside.
Yeah. 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 And that, so you had this urge, and what did it manifest as, I guess? I think you've talked about that you started joining a group, or you were looking for teachers, you were reading books.
Yeah, yeah. I found I read some early books. Oh, and I took some one night kinds of meetings in Toronto, and Gestalt, and a number of sort of lighter kinds of, at that time, lighter, and they still are for me, but kind of a Jungian, little look in at Jungian,
Mm.
look in at the fourth way. And I came across a book on the teachings of Gurdjieff and Ouspensky
Mm.
in a
Mm.
in a bookshop in Toronto. And it was yay thick, and it was by a man named Maurice Nicole, who was a acolyte of Gurdjieff and Ouspensky.
Hmm.
Uh, and I was very impressed with that. In fact, I was so impressed. I stood there reading it in the bookstore and I started to water up, to tear up. I thought,
Oh,
oh,
really? Wow.
I found it now. And so I bought, there were a 3 volume set or something.
Uh-huh.
And I bought them and I read them and I took them to my office work and I would go come in early and photocopy a whole bunch of pages and then sit at my desk and read them when I was working.
Oh, so it looked like you were looking at like
Papers.
papers.
That's what I mean by, I was just, as was all I was interested in. I did a good job, frankly. I mean, I was well suited to my,
Your
uh,
profession.
yes, my creative
Oh, okay.
abilities were easy for me. And
Yeah,
I could do that in the first hour and then get into other things that I'm
I
mad,
see. I see. So you were
sort of like.
sneakily reading all of these. Could you summarize what was the kind of core, what was the essence of what you were reading that kind of change, like was so evocative for you, that was like that hit
Yeah,
you?
I'm not sure I can. One of the reasons I don't have much confidence in, things in the past is my memory is just, I think I've said to you before, because it's shrinking or fading like
Mm-hmm.
the wake off the back of a moving sailboat,
Oh, fair
just going off into the horizon, or, it goes for 30 or 40 or 100 feet and then it fades, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Un unless memory is lived in and maintained, which is what we do,
Mm-hmm.
what I always did, I had a well-maintained museum of books and stored data and
Mm.
loves and hates and fears and all
Mm.
the stuff of the mind's accumulation
Mm.
from its conditioned experience.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So mind is a useful tool, but a poor servant.
A poor master, right?
Or poor master, but
Yeah.
you see? Yes, yes. Let's get that straight. Mind is a poor master, but a good servant.
Right. Yeah. No.
That's the word, that the phrasing I was going from, and I don't know who said that, but I've,
No, I've definitely heard that one for sure. And it's true. I do feel like in my understanding or experience, I guess the mind, well, it shouldn't be the master, and when it's put in the position of being the master, it kind of gives you like frantic answers, is essentially what I put it as. It's kind of like it's trying. It's like, okay, you're looking to me. Okay, then you better do this sort of thing. I bet God's like this, and you should follow these rules. And that's the way it is for sure. And it's like, but you're not aware of what's kind of aware of that voice telling you like this is how it should be, and
no.
it's that, in my experience, it's that awareness of the awareness that's aware of the thoughts that kind of goes, wait a second, I guess I kind of know what the answer should be. Like, I don't know how, but like, yeah, that's not the right answer, but that's the one it's giving me. So who's in control or who's the authority? I guess it's whatever me is, but it's this kind of like space, or it's just a knowing of like, well, love is right. Like, I don't care who says what. Like, being loving is good. It's a very simple, straightforward. It's not nothing complex, nothing fancy. It's just like very kind of very natural, very just authentic, and having integrity, and like these very fundamental truths that I think would be called self-evident truths. That's my experience. Is like just kind of it's highlighting those, or it is those, or it's just when you're out of alignment with it, it hurts. That's it. I guess that's the direct you feel the pain of being out of alignment with the true self, I guess is
Yeah, yes, yes. That's so important. I mean, that's the itch that needs to be scratched
right.
in terms of our growth, our yeah, the truth that I was looking for then was took the form of, and I say the form, the mental conceptual way of seeing what's going on or learning what's going on. I thought that I needed to find somebody who knew, who could tell me,
Interesting.
a person
And
who knew
this
the truth
book kind of
and would say,
here you go.
here it is,
And in
like a
the
hot
book
dish, you know?
and the book kind of did that, is what I'm hearing, sort
It
of.
did at the time. It opened a whole lot of doors.
Yeah.
Um, it was well written and gosh, it's at the time, it was relevant to what I thought
Hmm.
I was looking for.
Mm.
The idea, if you will, of awareness was there in its ideals. In fact, I wrote a book, my first novel, I called it The Last Ideal.
Hmm.
And its characters were in that mode of looking for truth very diligently,
Mm.
but in a material world.
Mm. Mm.
In our normal conscious, well, I say I use the word conscious as I've said before, the six senses,
Uh-huh.
body, mind, activity,
Right.
that's consciousness.
Uh-huh.
And then there's awareness of that
Right.
if we come to see that. But I was only looking in consciousness for the truth.
Mm. So
And you
you mean,
can't, you have to step out of it. You have
so
to
you're
be
talking about the
rooted out of it.
mind is exactly what I'm more specifically is what I'm hearing. You were looking in the mind for the truth.
That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a better way to put it, even because that's the source of quote conscious experience is
Right.
mind, no experience.
Right. So you're
Yeah.
looking in the mind for the truth. You
Yeah.
found this book that kind of helped you to see something deeper, is what
It
I'm
was
hearing.
written from a very eloquent a doctorate level mindset. Um, Maurice Nicole, very brilliant kind of person.
Hmm.
So it was written from um, a theory. How would I say? A belief structure
Hmm.
that about other beliefs. So it was words about words, beliefs about beliefs.
Hmm.
And I believed that that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, wait, but what was the belief that you believed that you were looking for a
It,
belief that was
yes,
beyond beliefs or about
yeah,
beliefs?
I believed that the truth was a belief,
Okay, okay, the ultimate
fundamentally,
belief, the ultimate
the ultimate belief.
all-encompassing
Tell me all.
thought,
Oh,
basically.
that. Got it. You know,
Right? No, I mean, I don't know who's not guilty of that, probably. I mean,
aren't
I've
we though?
definitely thought that way too. Like, well, I'll sum this up. I need the ultimate concept, you know. It's there somewhere. It has to be, right?
That's right. So you can never, although the mind, and especially we mentioned the other day, the spiritual ego is so quick to adapt the ego from a personal ego of career and dressing well and buying the BMW. I did all of that
Hmm.
in the crazy advertising world that I was in was full of personality
Right, right.
and achieving and becoming and strutting and you know not much fretting, mostly strutting our hour upon the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Quote Shakespeare. Some strutting in there too. I remember strutting as I got off the elevator on the 67th floor or something of my office building, where in Toronto, where I had views out over the lake and all of that. But
Oh.
yeah, you could put a little strut into your ego. But so all of that was moved into spiritual ego.
Interesting.
And the ego kind of says, yeah, oh, I got something else here oh, this is going to be much, much better.
Right,
F,
right. Yep. Nope.
F the
I'm aware of
BMW,
this. I'm
right?
aware of this. Yes. It does. It gets it through its head that okay, so I'm gonna be above it all. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, this is what I want. I'm that other stuff, yeah, but no, this is so the wanting,
Hmm.
the form of the desire moved from success and the measures of that and all whatever that is to each of us to spiritual success,
Hmm.
to
Yeah,
achieving
right.
that peace and happiness
I'm more
and
present.
knowing,
I'm more present than everybody here,
oh,
probably. Yeah.
absolutely, pass the salt. Yeah.
That's the right? No, I get it. Like it feels very but it feels more I guess accurate is my understanding. It's like, oh, okay, so this is see, I'm closer to the truth. Or I mean, in the sense it's like one day I'll be so present, I'm just gonna be paying attention to everything all the time, and then I'm like so good at this. Oh, okay. We have 10 minutes before we have to restart the Zoom call, which is fine. That's fine. So I guess the free trial ran out, but but yeah,
Let's see how it goes.
what? What did you say?
I say let's just see how it goes
I
and we'll settle the whole thing. And you could cut that out, this part out of our
yeah, I can. I can.
conversation.
I
And
can.
anyway,
But
that's the
okay,
beauty of
so
it.
yeah, the spiritual ego I am ultra familiar with. It's very clear. I've seen it in action for sure. And it has a tendency to just think it's getting somewhere, I guess, is kind of the
Or
sense.
will, if
Yeah.
with more efforts over time,
Yeah.
it's an achievement. In other words, to become
Right.
something we currently are not.
Correct.
Right.
That's its goal. Yeah. To
Yeah.
I'm not awake, I guess
I'm a
is
sinner, or
yeah,
however.
I'm not quite in alignment with source, maybe would be
Yeah.
one that I've gone
Yeah.
into.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I were more in alignment with source, then I'd be good, and then I would feel good about myself. I don't know, but I'm getting there, and one of these days.
And it's interesting that now when we're having this conversation, the what happened over time, and really not even in time, some realizations are out of time, literally. I
Hmm.
think they have to be because you can't within time ever, with any effort, with any due diligence, with any earnestness, um, within the matrix,
Hmm.
there's no resolution, there's no conclusion. And the mind always thinks it can conclude. That's
Mm,
the point. That's the basis of hope.
mm,
I
mm,
hope that I'll learn and I hope that I'll become. Uh, the major fallacy of the functioning of the mind is that it's binary. It thinks in twos,
mhm.
either or, good, bad, right, wrong.
Right, right.
That's how it does. It contrasts and compares. It sifts and sorts.
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we can easily take it into our own lab and just watch your own mind, and you can see,
That's my go-to. Yeah, just keep paying attention to what's going on.
yeah.
and then it stops feeling like me, I guess. If I pay attention, I'm watching it, in meditation, for instance, you're watching the mind and it's just going on and there's no sense of like c controlling it, I guess. It just kind of feels like it can go off on its own tangent. And all you can do is kind of like, just you're witnessing this happening, and it just feels like that automatically unwinds the knots that are in it. It's just the gentle awareness of it that allows it
Mhm.
to kind of like feel its own feelings or not be so attached to certain things because the pain and the thought get put together and it gets more it gets a good biofeedback from that. I guess that's what it seems like.
Yeah, yeah,
Just very conscious of what's going on because then it's like, well, why am I constantly rehashing this when it keeps hurting? It's like it's kind of what it feels like. It's just like, oh, when I put two and two together, that's not so important.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
My sense of I don't I didn't come through meditation. I said earlier to you,
Hmm.
I came through deep contemplation
Mm.
in the monastic contemplation way.
Mm.
Um, for me, these days, my battery's running low. Hold on,
Oh
I've got
no.
to just,
Oh,
how that's happening is freaky because I'm just going to take this one out and hold on. I think I can just make an adjustment here.
okay.
Okay, I think we're okay. I plugged in another one.
All right.
Anyway, um, what was I saying?
Oh, you were just saying you didn't come through meditation.
Yes. Oh yes, I know. So what I've come to, what I would call meditation
Hmm.
is aware living,
Mm. Mhm.
living with awareness.
Yeah.
So the mind is one of the passing activities that's in the sphere of awareness. There's
Hmm.
also the birds out there, the light, the fan turning out there, the us talking, me looking around, all of the activities that are occurring in this moment.
Mm.
That is meditation.
Hmm.
So we'd never start meditating or stop meditating in awareness.
Yeah, I do.
It
I agree
is
with you. That is
that.
that is and sometimes it's helpful to just sit there and do nothing because that might be what you need at the moment. But ultimately, yes, there is no sense that you can ever start or stop meditating because
Yeah.
the
Um,
awareness is always aware, and that's always been there forever. It's not changing anything.
and isn't that beautiful? I mean, we're already what we hoped and dreamt and ached and cried for. We're already
That's yeah,
that beautiful, peaceful, joyful, uh, infinite beingness.
that's it. Yeah,
And you can see why the mind could never get there with two
right,
binary to get to one, not going to happen. It's within the realm of space and time. And what we're talking about, what we are, is not that which is passing, which is the human experience,
right.
but that field in which all of that passing is occurring. We
Correct.
have
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
field to delineate.
Yeah.
It's all one, but we kind of need to sometimes get a little precise in recognitions of
Right. Right. It does.
the
It
subtle,
does.
the
Yeah.
subtle.
Exactly. Exactly. And it feels um just yeah, it's kind of an infinite presence that's just always been there and it's never gone anywhere. And I guess what would you say happened? Why is there's like some sort of suffering around, I guess, identification with the mind body. That's kind of like the
Yeah.
core of suffering is kind of what
Yeah.
it would be called. I guess that's kind of my experience. It just feels like I mean, I would say I still do it. I still identify as the body mind decay for sure. And then it's just like, ow, why, what's going on? Why is this happening? What's hurting? But there's something that it's like, it feels like it's endlessly like the pain is waking me up. Like it's waking me
Yeah.
up. It's not the person isn't waking up. It feels like something's like, no, no, this ouch. Like it's hurting.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very primitive, very kind of subtle layer of experience that's happening, or beyond experience. It's something like, there's something there that's just aware that's like, that isn't me. And I guess the other side of it is there's some sort of that comes in is like, I'm all of it. That's something that kind of like
Yeah.
permeates as well. The sense of that and the wholeness of that is like
Yeah.
there's some sort of sense that this is me too. All of
Yeah.
it. Not
That's
just
the wholeness, you say. Yes.
yeah, yeah. And it feels there's a definite sense of more. Like that is a core component. It's
Mhm.
not just I'm not any of this, like this whole world, all that. It's not me, you know? It's like it's me too. The sense of an all-encompassing care, I guess, is where it comes into. It's like this ambient care, like just
Yeah. Ambient. That's lovely. Yes.
mm,
Yes. Yes. I mean, if what we are is light,